Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of the Football Frenzy. Brian Burkett will be along shortly, but first we have to get to our game of the week inside the city tonight as the Topeka High Trojans take on the Chargers of Topeka West. The Trojans enter at 2-3 on the season, and the men of Troy coming right in your living room. But it's Topeka West who receives a gift on the opening kickoff. The pooch kick is recovered by Montoy Perry of the Chargers. However, the drive would stall for Topeka West. First play of scrimmage for Topeka High. You blink and you miss it. Eli Weinbrecht busts a run of 87 yards. He goes all the way to the house. Weinbrecht goes over the century mark tonight. Just like that, it's 7-0 Trojans. Next possession for T West. Jonathan Mariani's pass is tipped and picked by senior linebacker Mike Bagola. The Trojans take full advantage of the field position. Check out the run by Austin Tillman. He stopped initially at the line of scrimmage, but keeps the feet moving, and you can't stop that kind of motor. A 32-yard touchdown scamper, 14-0 Trojans. Now Topeka West marches right back down the field and caps off the drive with this powerful run by Desmond Walker. He meets the pile, but somehow the Chargers line pushes it right through for a touchdown. The first score in a couple weeks for T West. Still not enough to spoil homecoming. Topeka High wins 55-12. Congrats to Marissa Wiley, this year's queen, and Danielle Lopez takes home the King Award tonight. The 4-1 Junior Blues traveled north to visit Seaman. We're talking about Washburn Rural and the Vikings. The Vikings are 1-4 on the year. Second quarter, John Schmenk gets one right there in your living room, but down to the 4-yard line. That would set up this for a touchdown. A 4-yard dive by Skylar Curtis, the quarterback, takes it right into the end zone, making it 14-3 Rural. Now the Vikings try to mount a drive as Butch Ray fires one over the middle, but couldn't quite connect with his receiver. That's how the half would end. Rural would go on and get the victory on the road, 21-11. Rural would score with under 3 minutes to go on a touchdown pass to take it on the road, and they're now 5-1 on the season. A pair of band members of winning the homecoming king and queen tonight at Shawnee Heights. It's Mitch Clemens in the drum line wearing the shades, and Diana Corby, the drum major. She's a homecoming queen. The T-Birds got win number 1 last week facing 4-1 Hayden. Check this out. It's the Wildcats. Zach Dodd recovering the touchdown as Austin Smith fumbled it for the T-Birds, but then Cole Foster makes a run for the Shawnee Heights T-Birds to make it close, but that was their first score in the night. But Hayden too strong in this one. They win it on the road 42-15. Only one loss in the season for the Wildcats and Bill Arnold's squad. Some other games from out of town tonight. Highland Park, little match for the Indians of Manhattan. 58-12 is the final. Manhattan still unbeaten at 6-0. They're tough to stop. They haven't lost in 2 years in the regular season. And in Junction City, the Blue Jays fall to the Spartans of Emporia 28-21. JC jumped offside 3 times in the last 4 minutes, and the Spartans were able to run out the clock and take one on the road, avenging last week's loss when they lost to Shawnee Heights. So that takes care of the Centennial League portion of the evening. With a look at the Big 7 League, here's Kansas First News sports reporter Brian Burkett. Burke, what you got doing tonight?
Well, Alex, I got a pair of games, and we'll start down Highway 24 in Perry, where the Cause hosts the always tough Holton Wildcats. Cats coming in undefeated, something the Cause would just love to change. Down 7-0, Jeremy Immenshoe drops and delivers, and Riley Davis is there for the catch. A nice play for the Cause, but the drive would stall as Immenshoe is taken down for the loss by Jacob Yingst. That would force a punt. Now Holton gets it back, and on 4th down, Lane Lassiter gets the call and the first down as the Cats, they're on the move. Later, it's Jay Morris who takes the handoff, and he leaps in a crowd and picks up another first down. They've got some momentum, and then when they need points, it's Rob Reeder who is there for the dive and the score. 14-0 Cats at that point, and they just roll on to 6-0. 47-0, your final. To Meriden we go. Congrats to Nicole Fye and Dalton Dean, queen and king of homecoming. Third quarter on the draw. Gary Smith is right there for the stop as the Tigers now have 3rd and long. That's no problem for Ian Mullins. He connects with Wyatt Miller for the first down yardage down the sideline. And then later in the drive, it's Mullins who takes it on the keeper, and he dives his way forward for the first down. And then, hey, why don't you just give it to Miller one more time? He makes a nifty move there to get another first down run. And then the Tigers get a big play via the air as Mullins finds Logan Herring for the touchdown pass. It is 19-17 Tigers at that point. But, folks, that is where the momentum just shifts as Joel Worrell takes a punt later in the game, and he makes his way on into the end zone. 75 yards on the punt return. Nothing but taillights for that one. It's 25-19 after the two-point conversion. Panthers take it 33-26. So, Alex, just a great pair of games from the always exciting Big 7 League. But for right now, I'll just go ahead and send it right back over to you, bud.
Yeah, how about Holton staying unbeaten with a big win on the road at Perry-Lecompton? Thank you so much, Brian. Now, some other Big 7 League action. It's Sabetha having a little trouble with Santa Fe Trail. They win on the road 48-16 as a final from Carbondale as the Blue Jays stand at 3-3 on the season. Now, after dropping a game to Silver Lake last week, Rock Creek visiting the Dogs of Rossville on the opening kickoff. Ryan Harshbarger takes it 5 yards for his gang tackle by a couple of Dogs. Later on the handoff, Gage Steckel lays it down on the carpet, even though it's grass out there, and the Stangs take it up near midfield. No points on that one, but the Dogs would recover. It's Sam Reeser. He keeps this one all by himself and finds a way to the end zone, 6-0 Rossville. Then Steckel holds on to this one as he takes the ball back when they got the possession again. It's 15 yards up the field, and Reeser will find Dalton Catron on the pass, and no problems for Rossville. They win at home on this one, 20-7. They're now undefeated. Next week, they bring in Silver Lake. And speaking of those Silver Lake Eagles, we're going to stay in Highway 24 as the Eagles are hosting Riley County in a battle of the birds. Third quarter, Chris Garton gets the carry, but is met by Blake Baird for the loss in the play, forcing the punt. Now, Dylan Kruger gets the ball, and he knows what to do with it. A 15-yarder to Tyler Warren for the first down. Later, more from Kruger. This time, a 25-yard strike to Justin Malloy, but the Eagles settle for a field goal. On the ensuing kickoff, Kyle Cook nearly goes the distance, but gets tripped up at the 30-yard line. But the Eagles rise up and answer with another big gang tackle. They're staying perfect at home. 24-14 is the final. So next week, they're going to take on Rossville on the road. Now, earlier today at Silver Lake High School, head coach C.J. Hamilton was honored during a pep assembly for becoming the all-time wins leader in Kansas history. Hamilton earned his 336th victory last week over Rock Creek, so now he's got 337 and breaks the state record. C.J. won 9 state championships with the Eagles over 33 years as a head coach, including last year's 3A state title. So how about Mr. C.J. Hamilton?
Obviously, I've had great coaches to help me, and obviously the players, they're the ones that have to perform. So, and they've responded to what we preach here, so that's meaningful in itself right there.
Congratulations to Coach, a well-deserving honor for him. And now it's time to show you the best that the night had to offer. It's the play of the game brought to you by GTM Sportswear. Let's head back to Hummer Sports Park, Topeka High against Topeka West, and check out the run by Mr. Austin Tillman, the bulldozer. He appears to get contained at the line, but not enough to slow him down. A 32-yard touchdown scamper for Austin Tillman. Trojans win big over Topeka West, 55-12. That's your play of the game, brought to you by GTM Sportswear. And that wraps up part 1 of the Football Frenzy. If you miss any scores, visit our website, kansasfirstnews.com. Coming up next, our college football previews, so stick around.
My name's Chris Diller. I'm the head coach at Hiawatha High School.
Hey, this is Coach Cope at B&B High School.
This is Brian Henry from Wabaunsee High School.
This is Coach Schmidt of the Opie Eagles. You're watching Football Frenzy on Kansas First News.